Hello everyone, how are you doing, and welcome once again to my video. It's good to have you right here. So this video right now you can see on your screen is for fathers and mothers, parents. Okay, please, I want you to listen to what this preacher had to say here. Even though some people will say it looks like he is throwing a shade on mothers, but I think he's made a whole lot of sense right here, and I'm going to be coming back with a couple of comments. But first of all, please listen to him.
Where the husband thought everything was well, and it was not well. There are people that the wife will just say, I'm not doing again. Say, what? He said, I'm tired of this party for the past 15 years. 15 years. And we are here together. He didn't tell me, say, oh, demon, an African woman. Because of children, they will suffer any stupidity you want to give them. But you are the one that will suffer in old age. Hello, because like I told you, men don't do omugo. So by the time they start going, they will set you up. It's a setup. They will set you up. Say, you know the way this is what let's send these children abroad. Let's send them abroad. They are preparing their future. Let's send them abroad. Is it not children we are working for? My husband, God will continue to bless you. They will massage your head and give you massage your ego. It's a setup. What are we working for? And then you send the children abroad. That's their future plan already settled. Men, I tell you, love your wife, or else you will suffer big time. Love your wife. Because you know the amazing thing is that even when we are paying school fees, we give it to them to go and pay. They will be the one that go. So when the children are going to school, the woman is the one that you are the one that pay for the bag, the sweat, the cup, everything. But it's the mother that will say, this is your new shoe, this is your new bag, this is your new uniform, this, that. They will be the one that will go to school. So the son or daughter is seeing mommy doing everything and daddy is useless. No, it's true. Why do you think Mother's Day is more popular than Father's Day? Why do you think children love their mother, their father? It's because you were not wise to put things in perspective. And the solution is to love the mother of your children. Love your wife. When you love your wife, she will, as they have to say, thank your father. I'll go and thank your daddy. See, daddy has bought shoes, so let's pray for daddy. That God will continue to bless daddy. Look at your daddy has been able to pay your school fees. So make sure you don't disappoint your daddy. They will be your advocate there.
Yes.
Do you understand? Not the one that from breast. You won't be like your father. This is your useless father. From breast, they are setting up your destiny. Women, you better love your wife. Hello?
Interesting. Before
you know it, they will now be doing omugo. London 6 months, Canada 6 months. You will now be at home reading newspaper. Because your life is finished. They have collected all your money, all your labor, retirement benefit. They are gone. You are now at home sitting down alone in a duplex with strangers as domestic staff. True life stories happening all over the country. But when you love your wife and say, mommy, I to be my mom in London to come and do what? Came in for Kotemile, Kiwaba in London. Yes. I don't have time for that. Can't leave my husband to come and sit down with you in London to come and do what? I'm here with my husband. Because the man is a good man.
So indeed, you could see that he's made a whole lot of sense, and I just want us to learn something from this. I am talking right now, I am not married. Maybe one day I'm going to get married by the grace of God. And I'm learning all of these things. You see, it's very good that even though women are very, so most times kids are very much closer to their mothers more than their fathers. Although I've seen videos where it appears that kids themselves are closer to the fathers and all. But all of these, like I always tell you guys, remember my favorite term, attention is currency. How current you are in a child's mind, how current you are in a person's mind, how current you are in anything that you are doing is dependent on the attention you are able to give. When you give attention, what you receive is currency. We can look at this term in many ways. I've explained this 1,000 times. If you watch me on YouTube, I've talked about this many times. Mothers have the ability to give children attention. Maybe they're just because they're the one that carry us on their womb for 9 months. that the ones that do everything, and then, you know, we come out and then they feed us and everything. Maybe the men themselves, like me, we are maybe always giving the money, as, you know, the man himself explained and all. But you see, the degree of attention you give a child, do you know what there's this boost it gives to a child when the child feels heard, when the child feels understood, when the child feels part of your life and person. Now, I have a different experience growing up, but most times I don't really like talking about that because I have a job to do right here. But if I'm to share my story with you or my person, you get to understand, maybe that is why George is like this, or this is why George is like this is why George is like, he's not afraid, or this and that, or he just talks about any and everything and doesn't really care. But you have to understand this. As a father, okay, it's very important that if you want to be current in your child's mind every time, or if you want to be that person of value, that tomorrow you will not end up in the case that this man right here is explaining, or this pastor is explaining that the woman is securing her future when all of these things are happening and all that, and then tomorrow the woman is going to leave you and then go. It's really important that when the Bible says husbands love your wife. I see all these commands to be more of like, you know, or all these principles to be more of like both ways, okay? Husband, love your wife, you know, wife yourself, respect your husband, or, you understand? So I think it has to go both ways. But when it comes to this setting, it's very important that the degree of attention you also give to your wife as a husband, not you flying around there and knocking any other thing on the streets, okay? Because tomorrow, as you are knocking everywhere and not giving your wife that attention, that your wife is spending time building your home, is spending time building your kids, is spending time investing, even though it's your money, but she is spending time making sure the kids are having a better life or looking forward to having a better future. All these things you are doing, she knows. She may be keeping quiet, but she knows. Because tomorrow is when you are going to really understand. You understand? So it's really important that you, as men, we become committed to our wives. We become, to some great extent, also give that attention also to our kids. So if we cannot give that attention to our kids because it's too much, you are managing businesses, you are managing, you know, things here and there, and then the next thing you have to worry about your wife and your kids again, you understand? So it's too much. So we men most times relegate that particular aspect of children to the wife. Oh yeah, meroberi here in Igbo we say, oh negi, in America negi, is it not your child? Is it not your daughter? Is it not your son? You understand? I think you can make the job less easier by giving attention to that your wife. When you love your wife the way she's supposed to be loved, when you love your wife and treat her with respect, also value her and all that, to a good extent, a good wife, not just any kind of woman, because some women are very heartless. Their heart there for their leg. A good woman is going to channel that same energy that you are giving her to your kids. Women, like I listen to, I don't know if you know Dr. Miles Monroe, women are more of like multipliers. If you are loving her and giving her attention and treating her of value, she multiplies that also when it comes to your kids, and most times too when it comes to you. So imagine you are loving her and then you are not just giving her money for the kids, money for the child's school fees and all that, but you're also giving her money to fix her nails, if she's fixing nails, to do this, to do her makeup, to change her wardrobe, to, you know, that kind of thing. That same love, that is what she's also going to channel to the kids. And the kids themselves, when they see mommy is looking good, mommy, why are you looking good like this? Why are you so happy? It's your daddy. When they begin to feel that love, sometimes kids practically sometimes grow in a home where that they see clearly that daddy is not treating mommy fine. But of course, daddy is treating me fine. So tomorrow they have in their mind that, oh, tomorrow, when I get money tomorrow, when I become this tomorrow, I'll make sure I'm going to treat mommy fine because mommy wasn't treated fine when we were growing up. Sometimes some kids have this in their mind for a fact. So it's really important that if you don't want to worry about the kids, because your wife would always want to a great extent, most times, want to take care of the kids and see the best out of them. Give that attention if you want that currency from your wife. And tomorrow you would still be there smiling, because your wife would always want to be by you. Because one day, whether you like it or not, that's your son, that's your daughter. They will grow out of you. They will leave the house. They will start their own family. They will start their own life somewhere. You don't want your wife leaving you at that critical point to go be with them. The house is going to be lonely. The house is going to be boring. Here and there, if you are carrying women here, or they will not be there at that time. They would have their own life as well. Okay, so treat your wife with some respect. Happy everywhere. You understand? Give her the attention she deserves. Okay. Of course, have a whole lot of time for your business, because that's where the money is coming from. But channel a great amount of love to her. And women also do the same thing. Don't be painting your husband bad to your kids. It's not good. Some of you are very long suffering in nature, which I appreciate a whole lot, that you tell your kids, oh, you know, daddy is, even when things are not going well, because in the end, so even if you are doing that, sometimes the kids get to feel it, sometimes the kids get to see this. Okay, so the man himself has made a whole lot of sense, and I thought to share this with you guys here on Facebook. Tell me what you think in the comments, and I love you guys a whole lot. See you next time.